Congresswoman Terry Sewell, and I'm so excited to be here in my hometown of Selma, Alabama, but especially to be here at the historic Tabernacle Baptist Church with this great announcement. Let me start by saying that I can think of no better way to pay it forward than historic preservation of historic sites. And on the eve of the 59th anniversary of the Selma to Montgomery March, which will take place this coming Sunday, on the eve of that, it is my honor to be able to present a check in the amount of $750,000 to the historic Tabernacle Baptist Church for historic preservation. You know, we in Selma are mere custodians of America's history, and we know that the world descends upon Selma in commemoration of Bloody Sunday, and often they don't leave anything behind. But the National Park Service, its grant for historic preservation, has been a lifeline for so many of the most amazing churches that were so pivotal in the civil rights and the voting rights movement. We're standing where the first mass meeting took place, and I can think of no better way to really celebrate and commemorate those foot soldiers than to make sure that future generations have a wonderful edifice to come and visit and learn that history. And so I just, in closing, want to just make sure that you all know that this is not the first time that the federal government has invested in this church. If I'm not mistaken, we were able to get $500,000 in 2020. We were able to get $750,000 last year. No, $50,000, no, 500, sorry, $500,000 last year. So 500 in 2020, 500 in 2023, 21? Okay, I knew you knew it. And 750 now. So I'm just glad that the National Park Service understands that in order to preserve American history, and we know that this is Black History Month, but we also know that Black history is American history. And in order for us to do that, we have to invest in historic preservation of those sites. And so today, earlier, I had the opportunity to deliver a $750,000 check to Selma University. And Selma University received $750,000 from a pot of money that is particular for the National Park Service of historic preservation of civil rights sites on the campus of HBCUs. So you guys didn't compete against each other, it's not money. You know, it is my honor every day to represent America's Civil Rights District, the historic cities of Selma and Montgomery and Birmingham and Tuscaloosa and the Black Belt. But it is also a responsibility that I don't take lightly. And every year I'm on the floor of the House asking for more money for this particular grant, historic preservation of civil rights sites, because I know that our district will disproportionately benefit from that. And the fact that the National Park Service understands, because it's capped at $750,000, but it used to be capped at $500,000. So we're slowly but surely getting up. But they understand that these are will need multi-grants in order to actually complete the work. And so I'm just thrilled that Dr. Culliver, you opened your beautiful church up, and thrilled that this beautiful church, the home of the first mass meeting during the voting rights movement, will be here for future generations to come. And so with that, I'm going to hand it over to you.
Thank you, Congresswoman Sewell, and let me express our sincere appreciation to you for the work that you do on behalf of this 7th Congressional District. We live in a day and age where it is so important that we preserve these places that are sacred places because of the things that have taken place on these sacred grounds in Selma, Alabama, and throughout the 7th Congressional District. And we are so appreciative of your commitment to labor diligently to make sure that you do all you can to help improve the 7th Congressional District. And by bringing these funds, we're able to preserve not only the site, but to preserve the truth. We live in a day and age now where the truth is in trouble. It's definitely oftentimes seen as subjective rather than objective, but preserving places like this is a way of preserving the truth for future generations. So on behalf of Tabernacle Baptist Church and all of our members, we say thank you for the work that you're doing. We applaud you for your commitment to make sure that funds are in place so that the 7th Congressional District can not just survive, but have an opportunity to thrive. Thank you so very much.
It's my honor to bring forth the president of the Legacy Foundation for this historic church, Dr. Riddell Lett Dawson.
Good afternoon again. We, the Tabernacle Legacy Foundation, are the worker bees, and we are the ones that will have direct responsibility for the management of this grant. And this particular grant has been earmarked for the rewiring of the church as a sanctuary that was built in 1922. I am sure that everyone recognizes that there are needs for updates. So we are so grateful that you were able to help us to secure this grant and all of the other grants that we have received in order to be relevant for today and tomorrow.
Are there any questions? Any questions? Any questions?
So will the rewiring, that's just for electrical?
Yes.
You know, as the pastor was saying, in this age of disinformation and misinformation, we not only have to tell the truth and make sure that the truth is out there, but we have to tell our stories. We're losing foot soldiers every day. George Sally walked hand in hand with President Biden and myself across that bridge last year. Unfortunately, he passed away a month ago at the age of 92. And so it's never lost on me that an opportunity to come back to Selma and to do that sacred commemorative march, for those foot soldiers, it's everything. And it may possibly be their last time to do that. And so it's never lost on me that it's important that we make every anniversary, and this is the 59th anniversary of Bloody Sunday. And I'm just so thrilled to be able to, give resources for historic preservation of civil rights sites as we make our way to Bloody Sunday and the 59th anniversary of that march.
In years past, I know this is not the first time this church has received this type of money. What other things have y'all worked on with previous funds?
Great question. Listen out for an announcement soon regarding how we will be using the funds. And those funds will be used for water abatement at the foundation, water abatement at the roof level, and other projects. But a complete announcement should be coming to the media and to the public within a month.
And given all of the tornadoes and flooding issues, the fact of the matter is that most of these historic churches need their foundations fortified, either because of water damage, termite damage. These are not only sacred places, they're old places. And we have to remember that congregations still take place there. This is not just a museum, this is a living, breathing church. And we're just so grateful to its congregants for one more time opening it up for America during Bloody Sunday. We do that all the time. And I'm so happy that the Selma Interpretive Center's exhibit is now being housed here while it's being renovated. That's great. Any other questions?
Who's going to be speaking Sunday at Tabernacle? Have you decided who's going to do the Bloody Sunday service?
There may be an announcement coming out. Don't preempt their announcement.
Actually, we do not know exactly who our keynote speaker will be, we will have several dignitaries that will come in and greet our congregation and those who are visiting with us. For instance, we received word that our Attorney General will be in Selma. He will be coming to at least give greetings. He will not be the keynote speaker, but he will be giving greetings. That's just one example of a personality. So we're just excited about, again, welcoming the world to Selma and getting to these places where they can be energized, but not just energized by the past, but energized for the future, to recommit ourselves as we go through Bloody Sunday and the march on Sunday.
And Pastor, what is it like to lead a historic congregation like that?
There's a lot of pressure on these shoulders.
It is absolutely an honor. It's an honor to lead a historic church. Every church has history. Every institution has history. And you cannot lead it forward if you don't respect and honor its history. And when you have a church that has a history as rich as Tabernacle's, it kind of calls upon you to not only be respectful of the past, but know that you must remain relevant in the present. And so days like today, these funds help us to make sure that Tabernacle is never just a footnote in history, but it has an ongoing story. So I'm just honored to be a steward of this short time in history and hopefully be able to pass it on better than I received it. And that's hard to do.
You know, our generation stands on the shoulders of foremothers and forefathers that sacrificed their lives for the opportunity of future generations to be able to live better than they did. And those of us who are blessed to have positions where we can amplify, glorify the stories, the living stories of those forefathers and foremothers are truly blessed, but we have a responsibility to make sure that we're paying it forward and that we're doing so in a way that will honor our past, but envision a future that is even brighter. Anything else?
Hit you with the check. One more, and then I'm done. The Vice President's office, as they are coming. Obviously, I think this is our third time. I know it's definitely our second. What is it like to have
as a senator?
Okay. What is it like to have the Vice President back in Alabama this week?
Well, we're just so excited to welcome the world to Selma one more time for the 59th anniversary. But to have the Vice President of the United States, given her busy schedule, to make this a priority is something that I think is really a testament to what took place in Selma. And I am especially looking forward to her visit this year because we'll have an opportunity, hopefully, to do a pull aside where we will talk about how federal monies have come to Selma to help rebuild and recover from the January 12th storm. And so, and also understand what resources we need to continue to have in order for us to build back better. So, you know, I think that that's the significance of, adds an added significance to her presence, that we get a chance to really talk about how we've leveraged federal funding for the people of Selma and Dallas County.
Picture with a check.
Oh yes, picture with the check. That's what we like. People are going to stand in front of them.